What is going on? It is Nate, and we're back with another video. Sorry, I got a Jolly Rancher in my mouth. I don't know why I sounded really good. Anyways, beside the point, but ignore it. So today I'm gonna talk about. You probably hear a lot of people, or even I've said it a lot. Most people who study like the universal laws, mindset, whatever you want to call it, it all falls under the same thing. Everyone's like, oh, your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts lead to your reality. Manifestation is creating your reality. And I was kind of diving deeper on it, right? And really like thinking deeply on what all of this is. And so we all put this power toward thought, right? And we're like, oh, our thoughts create our reality, right? So we're giving all the power to the physical world. We're basically saying the imagination stuff, that's like fake. And then whatever we see here is what's real. But the time or the point where you make the shift and you go inside, that's when you can actually change. That is when you start to create your reality, because you have to realize that sorry, it's freezing in here. You have to realize that your thoughts are your reality. They don't create it. Yes, they lead to what happens here physically, but your thoughts are the reality, because what is in your mind is more real than what is here. It is very much more alive and real than what is here. Because what is here is just effects. This is a world of effects, and what's in your mind is a world of causes. So if you want to give power to the effects, then you can live by the real world and say this is your reality. But if you want to give power to the cause, then you'll want to think that this is your reality, right? And so realizing that manifestation, which I'm not a huge fan of the term, because manifestation, you're doing it all the time. You're manifesting every single thing, right? You're constantly moving energy into physical form, which is what manifestation is. And so what I'm trying to get at is manifestation, or to be someone who quote unquote manifests your dream life or creates your reality, you have to realize that your reality is inside of you. And as long as you are relying on the outside world to make you feel complete, when you are emotionally dependent on the outside world, you are not living inside. You are not living the way you're supposed to live. You are of this world. You are not, like the Bible says, to not be of this world. Living based on what is around you and saying, okay, yeah, I got it, now I'm happy. That is just as bad as looking around you and saying, okay, this is the best I can do. Right? You have to realize that you will never be fulfilled if you are not fulfilled within you. And being fulfilled within you means that you are not dependent on what is around you. You are not dependent on the physical results. Yes, you want to experience things physically, and there is nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is you will not achieve whatever it is you're going after until you already feel it is done. And when you feel it is done, you will not care when it manifests. When you already feel it as done, you will not care when it becomes true. Like, that's the truth of it, because you will already feel it as real. It will feel like your reality, so you won't be looking for it because you already have it. Because you understand that this truly is what is real. This is what is fake. But what people do is they twist that. They think that this is what's real because they can see it and touch it, and this is all just fake. This is for little kids to play with their action figures and imagine stuff. No. What you are imagining is real. That is your reality, because what you are imagining is what is forming your reality. So if you want to give power to what's around you, you are giving power to your past thinking. But if you want to give the power here and realize that this is what forms your reality, then you'll realize, okay, maybe this is my reality. Maybe this isn't my reality, because guess what? If you're trying to change, you can't focus on what's around you. You can't be emotionally involved with what is around you, so why would you be emotionally dependent on what is coming to you? Right? If the whole creating your reality thing, you have to understand that what's around you is not the best you could do. So why are you waiting for what's around you to make yourself feel better, to make it feel like your manifestation is complete? No, the second you have it inside, that is when you get it. That is when it is real. That is when you have it. And as long as you occupy that state and you stay in that state of being, then it will come to you physically, and it doesn't matter when it does, because God's timing is perfect timing. And when you try to rush that, when you try to change that, that is when frustration comes up. And guess what? Frustration is friction, and friction causes tension, and tension does not allow things to flow. You cannot let go and let God, but try to control every situation. It doesn't work. And if you're trying to live by your imagination, then you can't try to control it, because the odds are the way that you think it's going to work out is not the way it's going to work out. The avenues of of revenue you think it's going to come from is not how it's going to come. The clients you think the money's coming from is not where the money's going to come from. Because God's way is better, it's easier, it's faster, it's perfect. So stop giving power to what's around you. Because the more you give power to what's around you, the harder it is to detach from that and live in your spiritual world. So that's my message to you is you need to make this shift. And this shift comes through studying, through understanding, through, whatever it may be, through just thinking. But when you truly realize, okay, yeah, my thoughts lead to my reality, then you need to realize this is the reality. You experience it here, but this is where you first get it. You cannot have anything physically you do not first get in vibration. You cannot have anything you do not first become. You cannot be a millionaire if you do not become a millionaire first. But people wait for the effect to change so they can change. But the truth is, your very change is what causes the effect to change. You deciding to change is what will cause things to change. You waiting for the change is what keeps things the same. So you have to stop waiting for the physical world to change so you can change. You need to stop saying that your physical reality is the reality, because the more you give power to the physical world, the more that you call it your reality, the more that you look and check for results, the more you are involved and emotionally dependent on the outside world, and the more you are involved in the outside world, the less time you are spending on your inside world. And your inside world is what causes the outside world to change. Your inside world is what other people are experiencing. The way you see other people is the way they see you. The way you see yourself is the way other people see you. Everything is just us pushed out. We are all one being. We are all just the same exact person, the same exact being, the same spiritual being resides within all of us. And so when you change the way you see you, other people change the way they see you. Because it's a universal mind. So if you want to change, if you want to become someone new, you have to create a new image in here and realize, hey, this is my reality. What am I imagining? Because that's what's going to be real. That is what's going to manifest in the physical world. Whatever image I hold in here, what am I holding in here? Right? So give power to your imagination. Take power away from your physical circumstance and put it here. Say, I don't care what this is. This doesn't matter. This isn't real. This is my reality. This is who I am. I don't care what happens in the physical world because I know this is an effect of who I used to be. But that's what it takes. You have to have emotional conviction that your imagination is your reality, or else you will not give it the power to be your reality, and you will not focus on what you're imagining, and you'll just let it go on autopilot, which will continue to bring you the same results you've been getting. So I know this video was pretty amped up. I don't even remember what I said, to be honest, but I just felt the need to take the camera out, so I did. So I hope this helps, but just, the moral of the story is your imagination is reality that then manifests to the physical world. Stop saying the physical world is your reality. This is your reality. Your imagination is your reality, not the physical world. So I'm pulling up to Target right now. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.